Today's the day. It's gonna be the last wedding of 2023. I'm excited. I'm not like, I don't know how to say this the right way. I'm not happy it's gonna be over. I'm just excited to be able to rest because I'm tired, Grandpa. Too damn bad. I mean, I love this couple. They're fucking sick. Oh man, it's dark. This couple's sick. It's gonna be Chris and Casey Mirabelli. But sneaky facts. Casey is actually the U.S. women's national soccer team goaltender. So kind of a big deal, I guess. I mean, I'm super grateful to be doing this for them. I gotta load this car up, and then we gotta hit the road pretty early. Driving into Philly. Gonna be at the Crystal Tea Room today. And yeah, then we got a holiday party tomorrow. So this is either gonna be 2 parts as one, or I'll probably do 2 separate vlogs. I think I'm gonna do 2 separates. That makes the most sense. But yeah, let me get this thing packed, and we'll hit the road, and I probably won't see you till the venue, so catch you. All right, we are in. We're actually all set up, just because it was a little scary getting in here. Philly's always super interesting because you have to find a loading dock to get in, which is always on the back side of the main entrance to the building, but it was a little hard to even find the main entrance to the building. So luckily oh my god, it's so dark. There we go. But luckily they have somebody on the phone. So we called, hit 0, and made it up here easy peasy squeezy. So yeah, this room is amazing. I'm gonna do a little in-office just to talk through getting up here, because that was kind of confusing, but everybody was super helpful with it, and I think that's just a testament to us being nice people. But let's check out the space a little bit. Daddy up there. Look at her, I'm so proud. So, very happy we have a white setup. That's kind of the theme here. Awesome vinyl wrap dance floor. Even the stage is wrapped with vinyl. You can kind of see the reflection there. They have in-house sparks and the in-house uplighting as well. Pretty cool. Look at these little favors. So Casey, being an Olympic athlete, tending goal for the U.S. women's national soccer team. Chris is awfully talented too in track and field. I didn't dig in too much on it, but he's a big music fan, so we got some cool stuff coming. But yeah, I don't know, this place is massive and cool, and we were set up in like 45 minutes, so we're kind of just hanging right now. Got Ron, the photographer, with us. Miguel, our maitre d', is a legend. Yeah, I don't know. See what we get into tonight. So after the opening dance set, we sat down for the first course and toasts, which just timing-wise didn't go quite as planned. People were kind of running all over the room. So we really ended up with a lot of time that we had to make up. We skipped the second dance set, which was supposed to happen right after parent dances. And just because of timing, we went straight into dinner after the toast and parent dances. So we're going to pick up on the dance floor immediately following dinner, where I just kind of organically filled the dance floor. So check it out.
y'all? So I'm going to kind of just take you through our journey to get into the building and get into the loading dock and where to park. Sort of just informative for the Crystal Tea Room. I think this is really important. If that was the hardest part of our day, pretty much, was just locating and then loading in. Not that it was difficult, but it took the most time out of our experience, really. So the way we approached, we came right past City Hall up South Broad. That put us staring right at the Wanamaker building. So we take this quick little bend. You hit a little bit of traffic and stuff here. You take this right turn, right, to go up 13th Street, heading towards Iron Hill Brewery. But you can't take a right here because the loading dock's right here. This is a one-way going north. So we had to wrap all the way around. We originally came down Clover Street, which is a little alley, and then we kind of got stuck behind a truck here. Luckily, they were on their way out, so we kind of crawled out of this alley and then ended up parking right here. And that was where we made the call to the building just to find the loading dock. We happened to be right in front of it. There's a couple loading docks there. One of them goes to Macy's, and then one of them is for the Crystal Tea Room, which has a totally separate freight elevator. So I'm going to go, and we'll go to Street View in a little bit, but I just want to explain. First, we pulled up to the loading dock, we unloaded everything, and then I went to park, which then required me to go back up to 13th Street, down 12th Street, and then all the way down. I don't think Chestnut goes this way. I'm pretty sure I had to, so I had to go all the way down to Sansom Street and then turn right, and then the parking garage is right here. So let's drag our little guy to right there. So you can see this is a one-way going that way. So I was coming this way, the way this truck is going up South 13th Street. You'll see the Macy's and a Starbucks right there. And then actually the public parking is right here. So I just pulled into there, and it's really tight. I think I actually scraped the roof on the little 5'10" marker of the 4Runner. So you really got to be in a fairly small SUV if you want to fit into this specific parking spot. But this is the one for the Crystal Tea Room. It was super helpful because there was an elevator that took you all the way up to the Crystal Tea Room. But then when we were leaving, you come out the exit right here, and then you roll down here. This truck happened to be there when we were there too. So I don't know if that's just like a permanent parking spot, whatever. You come down here, and then this is actually the loading dock. So see a bunch of tire marks leading into there. So you take one step up here, and then this is your loading dock. I just backed into here. There's a security guy and a little station just to the left of the loading dock. We loaded everything up right here, and then the freight elevator was right there. So it was actually, all things considered, a fairly easy load-in for us because we have to carry everything. If you have furniture in a case on wheels, this might be a little bit more difficult. I can't really speak for a van or a trailer. I can imagine a trailer would be a pain to just back into this spot. But for us, it was fairly simple. I really liked that the venue had sparklers and had uplights. So that was just that much less that we had to do. And it made our job fairly easy. So that's kind of just the flow of all of that. If I can speak any more on the event, it was the best way for me to end 2023. My heart was full. These two loved it. And them being a pretty high profile client, things had to go well for us, in my opinion. I think we did a really good job of balancing the music that they wanted with the music that the crowd wanted, playing a lot of different stuff, a ton of Afro beats, a ton of hip hop, which that, of course, not upset some of the older guests, but, kind of set them off a little bit differently. But we played some pretty classic wedding bangers, too, including Friends in Low Places. So it was crazy fun all around. Working with Henry on saxophone is amazing. That man is such a talent, and I promised Chris and Casey that he would be. And just seeing the way they responded in that final video, which fuck monetization, we're playing that whole fucking thing, I don't care. But seeing how they reacted, pointing to him and just being that excited about him, and Teddy and I being able to perform as well as we did, it just, ending the year with your heart full, man. It was the best feeling. I really enjoyed working with this couple. I started my year off with Danielle Rothweiler, the wedding planner, and then got to end it with her too, which is a pretty fun full circle for my first full year with SCE, and ending at one of the most luxurious venues I've ever been to as well. Is a real, just cherry on top of it all. So yeah, this will probably be my last video of 2023, which I'm now ending with 500 subscribers. That's been my goal for the year, was to get to that. And it feels really good to be able to check that box. I really appreciate you all being here for all of this. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you. Thank you for watching the videos as much as you did. Thank you for watching them all if you did. Thank you for watching however much you watched. This is so fun because I've loved shooting and editing video forever. Honestly, I started doing that long before I started DJing, and it's a fun way to kind of supplement the work for it. And there's a little bit of me that loves to give back, but for so many other reasons. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being along with the journey. With the number of weddings we already have for 2024, I cannot wait to keep doing this. So yeah, shouts out to you. Shouts out to the Mirabellis. Shouts to SCE. Shouts to my whole crew. Shouts to Teddy. Shouts to every couple that I was able to work with this year. And you know what? I'm going to pat myself on the back a little bit, because this was a difficult year for all awesome reasons, but it feels really good to be done and to be able to get some rest. As I'm recording this, it's the day after Christmas, so my heart is very full with new friends, with family, with so many more reasons to just keep kicking ass in 2024. So I hope you feel the same way. I hope you crush your New Year's Eve events, and then I hope you get some awesome time off this winter if that's what you got. Or I just hope you have a ton of gigs if that's what you need. We're taking a couple weeks off, and then we get right back on the horse at the end of January and start with a wedding for a buddy of mine, Mickey. So stay tuned for that. We've got a bunch of videos that we're going to be doing with me, with Teddy, and hopefully getting some other gear reviews in here, and really just trying to keep it fresh, but always DJ related on this channel. So yeah, thanks again for being here. It's been such a blast. I really can't believe this is what I get to do for a living. But hey, thanks to you, and catch you next time.